Here we are, reconstructing the cage for the rats. So what we have here is some laminin or aluminum paneling, I guess you call it. And if you check out my last video, I was having this cut at Home Depot. So the guy was nice enough to cut this off for me to the necessary dimensions. So as you can see here, I've already squeezed in the floor. This stuff is thick too, pardon my ashy hands. This stuff is thick. I had to cut it here by hand myself at the end to get it to slide through the bottom here. But yeah, I recut it. I cut it to size so it could slide easily in and out, and just pushed it down there. Now it's flush. It's flush to the bottom of the cage. So, and I have my wiring. I'm gonna put the wiring on top here. I'll go grab the wiring so you guys can see. So basically, I'm gonna take this wiring and I'm gonna cut it to size to line the whole inside of the cage. And so the wood is gonna be on the outside of the wiring. So they're not even gonna have access to this. This is mainly for their feet, so their feet don't get like caught and stuff. But this whole cage is gonna have the inside of this wired, and it's gonna be all fastened real tight to the lining of the cage. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably not gonna put all of that in this one video. Right now, I'm just gonna get the wood actually adhered or strapped to the side of this cage. And to do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put holes, and then I'm gonna run my zip ties. I'm gonna run the zip ties through the holes. So, but like I said, for this video, I don't want to make it too long, or maybe I might start to cut this and put this in here. Who knows? I can make this a really long video. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, but if my phone dies, then I'll have to figure something out. But all right, I'm gonna get to this. Let me get you guys propped up, and so you can all sit in and watch me as I reconstruct this cage into a rat cage. So I'm trying to figure out the best angle for you guys right now. Let's get a good angle. I guess that'll work right there. Yep. Yeah. Had to get my tools. I got my tools. All right, so got a drill. Plug that in, get that fired up. Got my bits here. Make sure you guys can see these. I got the bits. So what I'll do is I'll pick a medium size, like a moderately sized bit, and I'll just start making holes. And obviously I could have done this before I started to throw those in there, but I just wanted to see if they were gonna fit, really. So bear with me as I do this. I'm only one person, but this is a one-person job. So, and I have my zip ties. Got the zip ties here. So my main thing was finding a cage. All right, that's what it was. It was mainly, and we're 4 minutes and a half. We're 4.5 minutes in. My main thing was finding a cage, and I realized that in the bin cage that I created, the humidity was building up way too much. So today I was actually going to take my rats back to the pet store, and because I'm still within the 30-day range. But then I was like, let me call the Goodwill, as I sat in the parking lot at the Petco waiting for them to open up. So let me call Goodwill, see if they have a cage finally, because I've been calling for like a week and a half. So they say, yeah, we got a cage. And I was like, they were like, well, what is it for? And I was like, it's for 3 rats. They're like, oh, it should be big enough for 3 rats. We got another one that's smaller, but it's more of a bird cage. I was like, well, I'll come by. I'll take a look at the bigger one. So I came and I went to the Goodwill, and this is the cage I found, and I got it for $10. It was originally $12.99. I got it for $10. And yeah, I mean, to get all this wood cut cost me $6, so that's not bad. So yes, I'm about to put this cage together right here in front of y'all right now. Okay, let's see here. So, what I'll do first is I'll try and get comfortable, and I'll just I'll get to putting my holes in here. I'm sure you guys can see that. Okay, so I'll take and I'll just put a hole, let's say, right here. Yeah, that's good. Put a hole there. Put a hole over here. Back here. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to do this one. Could probably do it from the outside though. About like right there. Pardon me. So, I could go bigger, obviously, and I probably will, yeah. What I'm going to do now is, I'm going to up the size of the bit. I'm going to make the bit bigger. You just want to start a small hole, something like this. You want to start a small hole because it's so thin. You want to start small, then gradually work your way up to a bigger size bit. So I'll go about something like this maybe, and then I'll be able to, can you see that? I'll go about something like that right there, and then I'll be able to snake the zip ties through. So I'm going about that thickness right there, that thickness up from the smallest one, about that right there. Yep, so we'll go ahead and we'll put that in our drill bit here. And I really think this is going to be a dope ass cage, because it just opens up a whole world of opportunity. So anyway, I'll go ahead and go back through my holes, make the hole bigger, and we could just see if that fits right now. We could grab a zip tie here, and we'll snake it through. Losing my trash bags here. Losing my poop bags for the dog flying away. Okay, so I'll take this and snake it through here like that. It ought to go through. If not, if it doesn't want to go through like that, I'll just grab a screwdriver here, and I'll just put my screwdriver through there, and that'll get it to about the thickness that I'm looking for. you don't want to start off with the screwdriver for obvious reasons. But yep, I'll take that and I'll snake it through. Here, I'll go from this side here. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go over. I'm gonna have to go over with it. Gotta go over or off to the side this way with it. And but it's not gonna make a difference because the wire mesh is gonna be on the wire mesh is also gonna be there as well to protect that. So it's not gonna make a difference. Then I'll grab my vice grips here to pull it extra tight. And this is basically what I'll do. But I don't think I'm gonna make the whole video. I'm just gonna do this without recording it because I don't want to talk throughout the whole process. Sorry about that. I just don't want to have to talk about it throughout the whole process. But you see how I just pulled this? Just making it extra tight. And this is basically what I'm gonna do. And then I'll just show you guys the finished product if nothing else. But this is basically what I'll do throughout the whole side of this. And pull it extra tight. And it ain't going nowhere. Once it's in there, it's not gonna go anywhere. So I'll do another one. I'll do another one right now. We do one more such. Okay, so you can see that. I didn't even use the second drill bit. I just put the screwdriver head through that one. Save time. Okay, so we'll just snake it through again, like so. Just do that, and I'm just taking it and I'll just feed it through wherever I can because the wire mesh is going to go over it, so they're not even going to really have access to these zip ties like that. So zip tie it extra tight, pull it with the pliers. It's hard to make it really tight, as tight as you might want it, but it's tight enough. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want it too tight because it'll start to pull against the wood. But right now we're just trying to keep the wood in place, and it's sturdy. It's not good. This wood is not going anywhere. They're not going to be able to move this. I can tell you that right now. They're not going to be able to move this wood. I can tell you that right now. So it's looking pretty good, actually. It's looking really good. So what I can do now is I can take another piece of wood and I can show you guys how I shove that back there. This is basically gonna be like the outside. You know what I mean. So this is gonna be like the back. That's the bottom, that's the back part. I'm about to push the back wall in. Harder than it looks, trust me. You don't really want to break it. You don't want to break the you don't want to break your wood. No homo. You don't want to break the this slab here, so kind of got to be a little careful. I'll probably have to cut it. Might have to cut it if it doesn't want to fit in there. have to cut it. It doesn't want to just fit in there. I'm gonna have to cut it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my other side in here first. I'm gonna put this in here right now. Put this in here. That way it's already in there. Now it's not a snug fit, but it's really tight. You know, it's really tight for what we need it for. It's definitely gonna fit. So got that. I'll set this piece a little bit shorter. Oh, maybe. Fuck. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. That's not gonna work. I broke this one. I think I have another piece though. I can use this piece for something else. I got another piece here, but I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit shorter. Got to cut a little bit of this off. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. That's about as good as that's gonna get. See that? So it's basically what it is right now. So this is the lining with the laminin. This is the laminin. This is the piece that I broke, but I could use this for something else. This stuff is pretty solid. And again, they're not gonna have access to it because the mesh is gonna be on the inside, so it won't be able to really have access to this. But yep, that's what it's gonna be. I'm not too concerned about that gap because again, the wiring is gonna cover all of that. So yeah, this is what it's gonna be. So I'm not gonna make a full video of me doing it and putting it together because I haven't gotten into all the editing and stuff like that. Like, you know, I would have to edit this video if I did the whole thing in one video. But so I'm gonna finish up here with what I'm doing, and then you guys just stay tuned for the finished result. All right, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. Be scholastic in all life's endeavors. Peace.